Arted Outers, it's Crystal here for a quick demonstration on how to make your own micro book for the art swap, and also to talk a little bit about the questions that I'm answering to clarify a little bit. The art swap is you take a kid's toddler board book, okay? This one's really little, okay? It's like a 2-inch one, I think. Okay, that one's 2 inches, a little over 2. Okay, I can understand not having that size, and those are, even that size is kind of hard to make. I made a little bit bigger one. The one I went with, which is a board book, is, not quite 3. Okay, it's like 2 and 3/4. 2 3/4, I think. Yeah, 2 3/4. Okay, that's a nice little size. Now, the point of the Arted Out art swap this month is called Micro Journal. Okay, micro means mini. Doesn't mean 5 inches, 6 inches. Journals, guys. Micro journal. And a board. They're board books, okay? That's another point of it, is a board book. Now, I did say if you didn't have any board books, you don't have family members, you didn't find any from thrift stores, I can understand that. You guys know me. I'm all about using what you have within limitations here. I showed you a quick one that I said I put together. You can see it's a Priority Mail little thinner box, okay? I cut it out to size of, this one is a little over 2.5. Not quite this size. So, but it's bigger than that one. Okay, and I just used brown packaging and hot glue. Okay. So, I've been getting lots of questions, and I've read lots of comments, not only on the group, but on my YouTube. I've been asked, can I use a 5-inch pre-made journal I had, or all I've been able to find is a 6-inch one. Guys, it's called micro for a reason, but I can understand not being able to find this size, and that size is harder to make. That's why I showed you guys how to make a quick make. You guys can come up with, I'm sure, so many better ideas how to do it. But for anybody out there that don't have that knack of making little journals, this is an easy one to do. Alright, I understand that it's hard, but I'm not going to keep it under 4, guys. 4 inches. Please keep it under 4 inches. And no offense to you all, don't ask me, well, I only have one that's 4.5. Whatever. You're an adult, you decide. I put up the parameters for these swaps for a reason, guys. It's not for me to be bitch queen or anything like that. It's for everybody can kind of get the same thing, okay? If you don't have these parameters, some people will, no offense, and I'm not trying to say anybody in our group's like that at all, but people will do the bare minimum and send it out to receive something good. It happens, okay? Not saying any of our people are like that. But what I'm saying is, this is why we have the parameters for everybody's is about the same size, for they're the same pages. What you do on them, knock yourselves out. Make them what you would love to be sent. Okay, guys? So, no bigger than 4 inches, please. They're called micro, and they're on a board book for a reason, okay? Now, I hope you guys aren't taking this as me bitching at you or anything like that. But I do these swaps for us to have fun with. I thought it'd be great for us to be able to swap different art products together, things we made. But you guys are not follow parameters. I understand that you can't find it. That's fine. But no, and that's my bad for saying no more than this. I'm sorry. I didn't clarify that. When I do this, some things you don't think of until somebody mentions it. So, we got that covered. Now, you can't find a board book in the diameters of under 4 inches, or you just don't have the money to go buy one. Understand. Don't buy a brand new one. Hit those thrift stores up. But if you can't, this is just actually a Blitzy box I've had for a while. It is a lot thicker than this, so it's going to be harder to work with, but I'm going to give you the dimensions on this one for you guys know how to cut out your cuts, okay? This one would be the cover of your book, and it is 7.5, okay? Yes, 7.5 this way. Oh, let me write it down on here. Let me get a piece of paper, because I know some people can hear it and see it, but don't comprehend it unless I'm writing it, and I'm not being rude or anything about that. I'm just trying to keep it at there. Okay, so your cover. Actually, let me do this. I'm trying. Oh. Alright, so. Dimensions. Cover 7.5, okay? So what you're gonna do is go in 3.5. I'm sorry, I keep hitting you guys. My tripod's on its last leg, literally, and it's literally duct tape. So you're gonna go 3.5 from out in. Mark your spot with a pencil. You can see I have like a little mark there. Then go on the other side, go 3.5, and mark your pencil. So there's your spine. Okay, so then you're going to take, if you have a bone tool, you can bone it. I don't own a bone tool, so I use, usually a pencil is what I use, the tip of my pencil, and took my mark like that, went over it, pushed and pushed and pushed, and then folded, okay? I did that on both sides, so you can kind of see that one. So, folded it, and there's your cover, okay? There's your 3.5 cover. This is what that will be with a 1/2 inch spine, okay? There's that. Now, for your first page, you're going to want it a little bit bigger, because what we're going to do is put them like this, okay? You're just going to go 1, 2, like that, okay? Cover back in 4 pages is what you want them about, okay? I'm trying to stick with that, because any less is not much, and any more, it's going to be too fat of a book, guys. It really is. So, cover 7.5. The second part, you're going to want, obviously, you're going to go 3.5 up and down. Go in, and you're going to measure 7 1/4. Okay? 7 1/4. Same thing as before. You go in 3.5. Mark your spot, okay, and then do the same thing over here, notch it, and then you get your spine, okay? The spine's a little off. That's your next page, okay? So the first page is 7 1/4, okay? Now your middle, which will be your second and third page, you literally want to go through it and do, I'm not much of a measure, guys, I just do it, so it's 7. So this one is 7. And these are all 3.5 inches, lengthwise and sidewise. Go middle. Take your ruler, make it pop. You can use, a lot of them you can just do that and it'll fold over, guys. Get your line. I can't think of the name of what you friggin' actually call the, oh, it's in my head, but anyways, sorry. So, now this is not going to be you're not going to see a finished product here. I'm just going to show you how to make this base, just like that I showed you before. Okay, this is a lot thicker of a cardboard. Okay guys, so this is a lot thicker cardboard, so it's going to kind of pooch out a little bit more, but that's fine. I like the big fat look. It's part of the chunkiness of the micro journals, okay? What next you need is hot glue for this one. Now if you want to, and not use hot glue and you want to sew them in, by all means go right ahead, but that's not what I'm doing on this one. This is a simple wham bam thank you ma'am. Okay, now, Do you want to, here's your chance to decide, do you want to decorate your pages? You know, you kind of have it set up before you put it together or after. That is completely up to you guys. Completely up to you. Some of you might find it easier decorating them without being put together. That's the truth in it. I would suggest if you're going to punch holes for a tie like on this, like this, that you do it now. It'd be easier for you. So let's get these put together, right? Get this monkey done. Is take your hot glue gun, if you don't glue yourself like I have been doing lately, and literally put a big bead of glue, almost not a bead, it's just like a pretty good amount there. You see it, guys? Glue. And then you're going to put this right in the middle. Now if you don't want it to kind of go all over to the next page, you're going to want to wrinkle this one, just like I'm doing, push down. Now you can go ahead and shut it up if you want to get that glue in that right kind of area, but I wouldn't, because then you're going to have an issue of your pages sticking together. So just hold it up like that, let it dry. Easy peasy, beautiful, stupid easy. So there we go. There's the first page, okay? Now, you're gonna do, I'm really not wanting to wait for it, so it's like, let me get this dried on here. And the nice thing too, if it goes over, you can easily peel it off. Or if you need to put more, you can easily do that. Okay. Now, for the next one. If we could get that in there, we'll be doing much better. There we go. Okay. This one, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put it right in the spine here, and you're going to shut it, okay? Now, you might need to trim up a little bit on if you want that polished edge look when you're done. I like it chunky and bunky and bumpy and all those goodies. So, put it right on the crease that is the spine. Don't put so much on this one because you have less of an area. And then put your page in. Just like this. I'm just holding it in, guys. Okay, guys, so, let that go. There we go. Just like this one. This one I think is a little bit put together a little bit better. I actually separated and I put, this one was like these, but these two were cut and put in. But it's the same thing made with the hot glue, okay? And I've been playing with this a lot, just kind of messing around with it. I mean, nothing huge. So, here we go. Now, as you can see, it's big and chunky. If you want to get something and crush the cardboard, because this one, like I said, this one's really thick. You're going to have the board book. I love that. I think it's cool. You can do a lot with this. And like I said, this one is 3.5 is what we went with. 3.5. Now, like I said, some of these are too big. You could take and cut them down if you really wanted to. You didn't want that edging. You wanted a very, I guess, professional looking one. You can take you a cutter and just cut them down. They're pretty easy to do. Okay, see? And then we finish cutting that one, and we cut that one down here. Let's see here. And they're only a little bit longer because of the way I have them glued. That's it in the handbag. I like that look. It looks cute. Decorate it up either before or after you put it together. That's completely up to you. And there's your board book, guys. So, recap on these books. Front cover, at least 4 pages in them, at least. Try to stick with that, because I know a lot of people look at it as more is always better. Well, on these swaps, it's not, because if you can only afford to do one of these, and you swap with your partner, and your swap partner sends you one with 10 pages, you feel bad. You know, even if your piece is beautiful and immaculate, it can bother people because they sent you one with 4 pages instead of, 10. That's why we have the parameters of it. But what you put on these pages, like I said, either paint them, doodle them, collage them, do all of the above. Put fabric on them. It's up to you to make how you want to make these bad boys up. Okay? So, no bigger than 4 inches, guys. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you have asked and asked and asked. I gotta put a parameter on it. No more than 4 inches. Smaller is better because it's called a micro journal for a reason. Can't find it? Make it out of cardboard, guys. You seen it? Cardboard, hot glue gun, scissors. You don't even really need a ruler. You can do it. So, there we go. I hope that helps. I hope nobody got offended by anything I said. But it's doing videos and making this art channel. It's fun. I enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it. But it can get demanding too. Even I get those points where I want to pull my hair out, guys. With my art, with life. So, yeah. I don't even know why I'm telling you that. I hope this helped. I hope I didn't piss anybody off. We have the parameters for a reason. I'm so excited about everybody that has put in and is excited about doing this. I am too, guys. So let's have fun. If you're wanting this size, there's the diameters. Cover 7.5. Your first and last page together is 7 1/4. The middle is 7. And I cut off a little bit on mine, just so you can get the clear look. I like it bunchy, so. And that's for 3.5. Keep it under no bigger than 4, guys. And no littler than 2, because 2 is pretty small. They're so cute, though. Happiness to you. Go make a mess. Art it out, guys. Thanks for understanding, and let's continue to have fun on this channel.